the people.
I want to congratulate my right honourable friend on his speech, and particularly his fortitude in his attitude towards a no-deal Brexit, which I think is entirely laudable. But does he not agree with me? I know he's a great admirer of the opportunities of increasing our trade with the United States. Does he not agree with me? It's a great sadness that the ambassador of the United States was forced to point out that under this deal we will be locked so closely into the EU customs union as to be unable to do a deep and thoroughgoing free trade deal with the United States, or indeed with any other significant economy.
Well, our freedom to negotiate free trade agreements will be dependent upon the level of alignment that we have. And what is different about the political declaration compared to the previous Chequers proposals was that there is no specific mention of common rulebook or frictionless trade. Indeed, it sets out an ambition that we would determine the freedom that we would have by that level of alignment. And I think that we need to look at sector by sector to what level of alignment we would want to have in order to maximise our freedom. For example, there was a misunderstanding that the United Kingdom would not have control over tariffs on manufactured goods, which clearly we would have, and would be a very big ask of the United States, for example, in its automotive sector, in any potential free trade agreement with the United Kingdom. Mr. Speaker, I'll make some progress, Mr. Speaker. I'm cognizant of the fact that some 80 members are down to speak in this debate tonight. Mr. Speaker, this House, in coming to these deliberations, should also be under no illusion that the United Kingdom could somehow retain the status quo of its EU membership. This is not possible. It wasn't even possible before the referendum was called, because the EU itself is changing. The EU is committed, let's remember, to ever closer union. Ever since the referendum, there have been calls to move to qualified majority voting in areas from VAT to common foreign policy. Now, these may indeed be right for those who wish to move towards greater integration, but they are not the right course for this country. Remaining in the European Union would be either to tie the United Kingdom into a more integrationist future, or to create ever more tension and friction between ourselves and our European partners. And I'll give way to the honourable gentleman was first to stand.